Hello everyone. So we will continue with one-dimensional array. In the last video, we had seen how to find the largest and the smallest element in an array. Today we will learn how to delete an element from an array. So the topic for today is we will learn how to write a program to delete an element from a specific position or a particular position inside the array. Now the question is to delete an element from a specific position, which means that, say for example, user says he wants to delete from position 2, then the second element should be deleted. So before I explain you all the code, I'll explain the logic of the code with the help of an example. Now consider we have this array. Suppose the elements are 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So that means we have 5 elements inside the array. Now say suppose user enters position as 2, which means that the second element should be deleted. So that means that this element, that is 20, should be deleted. Now one important thing we need to know here is that when the user says position 2, actually inside the array it will be position 1, because we all know that array values start from 0. So this will be the 0th element, this will be the first element, this will be the second, this will be the third element, and this will be the fourth element. So when user says position 2, actually inside the array it will be position 1, because array values start from 0. So the output that we should get is 10, 30, 40 and 50, because 20 should be deleted. So we will see how to solve this. Consider we have this array. Say suppose the elements are 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Position which user had entered is 2. That means the second element should be deleted. Now the first step is to shift the elements to the left till the given position. Now the position which user had given was 2, or we can say it was the first element inside the array. So we will shift the elements to the left till this particular position. The elements before the position will remain as it is, that is this 10 won't be affected. So till this position we will shift the elements to the left, which means that this 30 will be shifted over here, this 40 will be shifted here, and 50 at this particular position. So after shifting we will get this array, that is 10 will remain as it is. It was not affected as it was before the position. Then 30 has been shifted over here, so we can see that we have got 30 here. Then 40 will be shifted here, so we have got 40 over here. Then 50 has been shifted over here, so we have got 50 over here. Now this 50 will remain as it is, because when we are shifting 50 over here, it means that we are actually copying this element over here. So this element will remain as it is. So after shifting, we will get the array elements as 10, 30, 40, 50 and 50 again. Next step is to print the array elements without including the last element. Now we all know that whenever we delete an element from an array, definitely the array size should decrease. But in this case, we have just shifted the elements to the left from the given position. So we can see that after shifting, the element has been deleted, that is 20 has been deleted, but the array size is the same, that is it was 5 earlier, now also it is 5, because we have this one extra 50 at the end. As a result, while printing, we will just print the first 4 elements. So while printing, we won't print the last element, we will just print this first 4 elements, that is 10, 30, 40 and 50. So we will get the output as 10, 30, 40 and 50. That is the desired output, that is 20 is deleted. So basically the steps to delete an element from an array is, first you shift the elements to the left till the given position, and then next you print the elements without including the last element, and the array size will decrease. So let us see the code. First we will write the header file, that is @include stdio.h. Then the program will start from the main function. Then we'll declare all the variables which we'll be using in the code. First we have declared an integer array A. The maximum size of the array is 50. Then we have declared another integer variable I, which will be used in the loops. Then we have declared another integer variable n, which will hold the number of elements. then another variable POS which will hold the position to be deleted. Then it will ask the user to enter the number of elements. Whatever number the user enters will be stored in this n variable. Now this side I'll explain with an example. Consider user enters n value as 5, which means the number of elements will be 5. Next, it will ask the user to enter the elements in an array. Now by now we have done many examples, so I suppose you all know how to enter elements inside an array. So to enter element inside an array, we will use a for loop. That is, the loop will start from I equal to 0 because array values start from 0. It will go on till I less than n. N is the number of elements. So till I value is less than the number of elements, it will take a value from the user using scanf and store in this array A. So say suppose user enters these values, that is user enters values as 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. We have 5 elements as the number of elements is 5. And we know that array values start from 0. So this 10 will be stored at the 0th position, 20 at the first position, 30 at the second position, 40 at the third position and 50 at the fourth position. Next, it will ask the user to enter the position to be deleted. Whatever value the user enters will be stored in this POS variable. Now consider user enters position as 2, which means that the element at this position, that is the second position, has to be deleted. Now as a programmer, we know that array values start from 0. So whenever user says position 2, actually inside the array, it will be the first position. We can see that this position is A of 1 inside the array because array values start from 0. So this will be A of 1. So this element has to be deleted. So when user says position 2, actually inside the array, it will be the first position, that is this one. Now this if condition is used to check if the position is invalid. That is, it will check if the position is greater than n, where n is the number of elements, or if the position is less than equal to 0, then it will print that it is an invalid position. Like say for example, if n value is 5, or say the number of elements is 5, and user enters that position to be deleted as 7, so it is an invalid position, right? Similarly, say if number of elements is 5, and say user enters position as -1. In that case also it is an invalid position. So we use this condition to check if the position is invalid, that is if the position is greater than the number of elements, or if the position entered is less than equal to 0, we will say that it is an invalid position. Now considering this example, the n value is 5, so number of elements is 5 and user enters position as 2. So neither 2 is greater than 5 nor 2 is less than equal to 0. So it will skip this if statement and execute the else part. Now this is the main part of the code wherein we shift the elements to the left and then print the elements. So this for loop is used to shift the elements to the left and this for loop is used to print the elements. So the first step is to shift the elements to the left till the given position. Now here position was given as 2, which means inside the array it will be position 1. So we need to shift the elements to the left till this position. So this element will be shifted over here, this element will be shifted here, and this last element will be shifted here. The elements before the position, that is this 10, will remain as it is. So using this for loop, we will shift the elements to the left. First we initialize I value to position -1. The reason we take position -1 and not position is because array values start from 0, and say if user enters position as 2, then actually inside the array it is position 1. So we need to shift the elements only till this position. Then the loop will go on till I less than n minus 1. Till this condition is satisfied, it will execute this statement. This statement is used to shift the elements to the left. So considering this example, we will initialize I value to position -1. Position was 2, so I value will be initialized to 2 minus 1, that is 1. Then it will check if I is less than n minus 1. N value was 5, so it will check if I is less than 5 minus 1, that is 4. So I is 1, so it will check if 1 is less than 4. 1 is less than 4, condition is satisfied. So if this condition is satisfied, it will execute this statement, which means that a of I plus 1 value will be assigned to a of I. I value is 1, so we will get a of 1 equal to a of 1 plus 1, that is a of 2. So a of 2 value will be assigned to a of 1. A of 2 value is 30, so this value will be assigned to a of 1. So we can see that a of 1 is assigned the value 30. So here we can see that it is changed, a of 1 value is assigned 30. Then I value will increment, so I value will become 2. So I value is 2. Again it will check for the condition. So it will check if 2 less than 4. 2 is less than 4, condition is satisfied. So this condition is satisfied, so it will execute this statement. So we will get a of 2 is equal to a of 2 plus 1, that is a of 3. Which means that a of 3 value will be assigned to a of 2. So a of 3 currently is 40, so it will be assigned to a of 2. So 40 is assigned to a of 2. So after assigning, we will get a of 2 as 40. After that, I value will increment, so I value will become 3. So again it will check for the condition, 3 is less than 4, yes, condition is satisfied. So a of 3, we will get a of 3 is equal to a of 3 plus 1, that is a of 4, which means that a of 4 value will be assigned to a of 3. So over here, this a of 4 value will be assigned to a of 3. So we can see that 50 is assigned to a of 3. So after we will get this as 50 will be assigned to a of 3. Then again I value will increment, I value will become 4. Now again it will check for the condition, is 4 less than 4? No. So the loop will terminate. So this loop will terminate. So after this for loop, we will get this array. That is, we can see that a of 0th position is not changed. It is as it is. Then a of 1 has been changed to 30, which means that this element has been shifted here. Then a of 2 has been changed to 40. A of 2 has been changed to 40. So we can see that this element has been shifted here. Then a of 3 has been changed to 50. So this element has been shifted here. And this last element is as it is. So after we shift the element, next step is to print the elements without including the last element. The reason we don't include the last element is because once we delete an element from an array, the array size should decrease. But over here we can see that we are shifting the elements. So as a result, this element has been deleted. This 20 which was supposed to be deleted has been deleted, but the array size is the same. It was 5 earlier, here also it is 5. The reason is because there is one extra element here, that is 50, which is the same. So while printing, we will just print the first 4 elements. So we can see here that this for loop is used to print the elements in the array. So it will go on from I equal to 0, because array values start from 0, till I less than n minus 1. Now the reason we take n minus 1, because we won't print the last element. So till I values less than n minus 1, it will print all the elements inside the array. So we can see here that after printing, we will get this array, that is the first 4 elements only will be printed, that is 10, 30, 40 and 50. And then finally we write this return 0 statement, because we have written int main, because main will return a integer value. So the output of the code will be, first it will ask the user to enter the number of elements. I have entered 5. Then it will ask the user to enter the elements in the array. I have entered this element. Then it will ask the user to enter the position to be deleted. I have entered 2. Then after deleting, we will get these elements. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel in order to get all the notifications.